Hi, it's Sophie for Culture Campus, and today I'm at a rather stuffy Camden Barfly with LostAlone. How are you?
Hello. Very hot. With a sandwich, so I'm happy.
Yeah. How's it going down?
It's going down great, actually. Not just with me, but everyone else is really seems to be enjoying it. I kind of made it and then ate it, but it's still going. It's generally going down well.
Working for you?
Yeah, really working. Yeah.
And what treats have you treated yourself to? What's the rider consist of?
Chocolate.
Yeah, I'm looking in the fridge at the minute. It's got a lot of chocolate, a lot of cheese, beer, water, and over 100 Jaffa cakes.
All the essentials, basically.
Yeah, bare essentials, yeah.
Now, you've been touring pretty relentlessly for the last few months. When you embarked on this long onslaught, did you think we've got to adapt how we live every day, otherwise we're not going to survive this?
Yeah, well, basically for about the first 6 weeks when we started touring this year, I just lived on cheese sandwiches every single day.
Preparation.
Yeah, but I did get ill.
Sorry, I got mouthful of sandwiches. Alan ended up in hospital through lack of food because we did like a 38-day tour with no rider, and we don't like to do anything other than play music, so we couldn't go to shops or anything and buy it ourselves, so we just didn't really eat. But I had one of the other bands, he was making me every morning one of the best beans on toast I've ever had. I had that daily, and that totally sorted me out.
Can't go wrong with beans and toast.
He hid on the tour bus this lovely like shavings of some kind of spice, which only me and him knew about. And when you put that on the beans, it was literally like you were gourmet beans on toast. It was high level.
Top tip there.
It's a very top tip. I don't know what it was called, but it was great. It's probably something totally household, but I don't really know about them kind of things. It might be like ketchup, yeah.
Standard.
No, it wasn't ketchup. I know what ketchup is. No, it's something. It looked like pepper, but it wasn't.
Was it not chili flakes?
Yeah, it's that, yeah.
Chili flakes.
Is that something?
Is that something, yeah?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Flakes of chili, basically.
Self-explanatory, really, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
In terms of preserving your voice, do you do anything for that as well?
Yeah. No, I was actually discussing this earlier. I had a regime, like, for ages of, like, intense not speaking, no chocolate, like, zero tolerance policy on chocolate, anything like that. And then, like, we did this 38-day tour, and I reversed it, where I basically consistently ate chocolate in my bunk all day, and stayed up really late, and my voice was way better. So now I need, like, you know, big arrows, like the big ones. I like to eat one of them directly before I go on stage, and I always sweat there, like, as I eat them.
Attractive.
It's really bizarre. Like, if you give me an arrow now, I would sweat there instantly.
Anyone got an arrow?
So really bizarre.
No. Oh.
It's a strange thing, but it's a medical fact.
Do you sweat with a dairy milk?
No, it doesn't happen.
Just Aero?
Honestly, it's the arrow. Honestly, if I eat an arrow, sweat there, instant.
Odd.
And I mean, you're going to think this is comedy, but it's not. It's just true. It does kind of smell of the arrow.
People are going to start licking your face now.
They should do. I mean,
go for it.
No, actually, I want to just retract that. Don't ever lick my face. No, but genuinely, I had an orange arrow that a fan bought me the other day, and it literally orange flavour came out the front of my face.
Wow. Any photographic evidence? Or?
Oh no, I don't let people take photos of that. That's a private moment.
Oh, shame. Disappointing.
When I eat chocolate, I like it to just be me and the bar. You know,
a loving moment between you both.
Yeah, you've really got to give the attention it deserves and really get it down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to go away from the chocolate talk, but I guess I need to talk about
it. You don't have to. You sound really like my friend.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Is that good or
sounds
bad?
Sounds like Liza.
Ah, yeah.
You really sound like my friend, yeah.
I don't want to freak you out.
She's a good friend, so...
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right, and talking about the tour dates, Fern Cotton and lots of influential artists have kind of been bigging you up lately. So have you seen an influx of new fans coming to the shows? Have they become more crowded, more rowdy?
Yeah, definitely. Not just the shows, but in general, like, just the awareness of our band. Yes, especially since, like, Radio 1 play, really... Not surprising, but like when you move to like the daytime rather than the evening stuff, it's ridiculous how many more people are suddenly aware of your band, and you just notice it like the traffic on like your online stuff. Like we're really into talking to our fans like all the time.
Yeah.
And you suddenly, you know, like it was like quadrupled our fan base in like a week from just people that have gone, I've literally never heard of your band before. and now I totally love it. And you know, so you got your hardcore fans that have been there, but that's really brought in totally fresh people who are just like totally into the band now. It just feels great because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about: exposure, getting. I want everyone to hear our music, so getting on Radio 1 daytime, and like you said, the other artists talk about us. I think that, I mean, you know, on a very smaller scale, we're exactly the same. Like we always talk about bands from our hometown who we think are brilliant. It just so happens that some people have spoke about us who are like world famous bands. It's amazing, you know. Really appreciate people who've got into the record. I definitely feel happy that all these people that talk about us come from the liking. There's never been with our band like a situation where somebody's gone, you've got to, you know, it's like a hype thing, or you've got to like this. It's been like real, like crew members of other bands giving the artists, God, I saw this band, check them out, and then it's been a real thing.
Like organic.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, it's been totally organic. Like not, you know, not being told, oh, you've got to like this band. It's been like really organic through like the artists actually find out about us the way you should find out about people, which is word of mouth. So yeah, that's the thing that feels best to me. That it's all on the music. As you can see by interview, we're just ridiculous. So it's definitely not on anything else. Yeah. So yeah, it's on the music, which is what makes me really happy. Yeah.
You've said before that you're not a band that's in with the trends. You're not necessarily a cool band.
We're anti-cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much so that you are cool, perhaps?
We're anti that as well.
Oh, genreless. Genreless.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you embarked on the band, did you almost say, we really don't want to fit into a trend, or was it just how it worked out?
No, that's the whole point. We just do what we do, kind of thing, and that's how we sound, that's how we look, and that's what.
To actually say, let's not fit in, then that in itself makes me feel sick. It's like we've not all. We really love our music and the bands we like and the music we like. And my one thing I always say to anyone is just, you know, you see so many bands who, like a band will get big and then there'll be like 200 bands as carbon copies of them. Like, you know, good luck to you, but like the way that you end up being an important band is just like doing what you feel makes you proud yourself, and also what makes your spine tingle and what makes you like feel the music. And if I was like just going, oh, this is what's popular now, I'll do it, I wouldn't be being true to what is within you. So yeah, like there's never in our band been a point where it was made let's decide to be this, or you know, and it's kind of like cool that, like, again, kind of on the last point, what I really love is like our weird kind of sound and band, whatever it is really seems to done the opposite to what I thought it actually doing. It's really like connected, you know, with fans and with reviews. People have, instead of kind of going, this is like I don't know, I thought people might say it's like a throwback or something, just because, not that I think it is, but because I think that other people might, because it's loads of harmonies and stuff, but they haven't. They've all kind of gone, it has got elements of the past, but it's a fresh kind of approach to it. Yeah, but that just comes from the fact that what we like, you know, that's what we're kind of from, is that. So I don't know what your question was, but I hope that answered it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did in there. Now, I want to talk about the new album, because as well as being prolific in terms of gigging, you're quite prolific in terms of writing songs. I think you wrote over 130 songs and submitted 2 a day to your label.
Yeah, I submitted 1 a day, but what it is like we just love music, and like when the label said to us, this is when you make a new album, I was just like, yeah, amazing, right, yeah, it's everything you ever wanted to do. We go to America to make a record. So it was basically, I spent like 3 months in a dressing gown on my laptop. I'd write demo, then send to Alan and Mark and to the A&R in America and to Gerard, who was executive producing. I send a song a day, and it was just that process of like really pushing myself. And apart from like 2 songs, the whole album came from that period, just like really intense. And the same with like, we're totally got a new album already. You know, in there, like it's ready, and we're never worried about. You know, people say second album syndrome, or it just isn't. Because again, it's like people who have worries like that are worried about the wrong things. We're just worried about making music that makes us happy, and you don't need to worry about anything else for that to happen. Just to make sure you do it. So
let it be natural.
Yeah. I'm really bad. I keep forgetting what the question is. I think I've answered it.
You're saying good things. That's all that matters. And when he sends you stuff, are you completely honest? How do you respond to it?
Yeah, we're always honest. Yeah, but it does send. It's all good stuff.
Yeah.
We've all got we all like the same thing. That's why we're in the same band. So, yeah.
So if he did send something that perhaps wasn't up to usual standards, how would you go about saying it?
I'd probably just pretend I didn't get it.
I think the bottom line is, like, I think we're all, in that respect, like, honest with each other, and when we've got all the songs together, we'll sit down and we'll be going back and forth on which ones we like, and we tend to all kind of end up gravitating towards the same ones. So it's like...
Yes, I'm sure, like, out of all the demos, like the 100 demos for that record, we all, like, just in separate rooms wrote down like our A list or B list, C list, and it was like probably like 15, 16 songs that we'd all picked, and then we could just kind of narrow it down to like 11 songs.
You're on the right page then altogether. That's good. And in terms of writing, I've heard that you write better when you're like frustrated or going through something. So do you ever worry about being like 100% happy and not being able to write the songs in the same way?
No, I don't worry about anything. Because I can't even speak. I don't. I think that, like, I'm never going to be happy, so that I always have songs. It's that simple. Because the reason I couldn't speak there was because I just said I never worry, and what I actually meant was I always worry, which is why I just had a mental breakdown. I'm literally constantly worried about every single thing in terms of like everything, and so I'll never not be able to not worry. Like, even like when we saw a lot of records, you think, oh, maybe that'd be a time I relax, but I actually now know, I've realised that I'll never be able to do that, because that's not what it's about. It's about, I'm just constantly worried about, all I want to do is make sure that when I'm dead, I've got everything out of my brain that needed to be out. I don't want to die with like good songs still there.
It'd be very frustrating.
It'd be really annoying. No, like, I don't know where I'd be, but I'd be thinking. It's like, so like, I know the other problem I have. I know I've wrote songs, good songs, every year I've been alive, but I can't remember the ones I wrote when I was like 2. So I want to like have regression therapy to see it, because I'm convinced I wrote a good song at like 1, but I need to try and remember it.
I wonder what the themes would have been though, the lyrical content.
It'd just be general kind of like hanging out with my mum's songs, I guess. But,
nappy.
But I know the melodies would have been strong, you know. Yeah. What is that?
God, absolute chaos going on in it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about when you found out that you're going to be working with Jackknife Lee and Greg Wells, because I think you put a list together of producers you wanted to work with. Yeah. What was your initial reaction when you found out you got 2 of them? It
was 2 separate ones, actually. It was like, so they were on the list, and it wasn't like a thing if they went, you've got these. It was, with Jackknife Lee, it was just a real simple thing of the A&R guy went, Jackknife Lee really wants to work with you, and we were like, wow. And what it was, I don't know if this is fact, but basically, like, we had a kind of budget for our album, and then I wrote a song called Love Will Eat You Alive, and when that got sent over, suddenly we had like a bigger budget, and I think they kind of gone, oh wow, this band are better than we thought, maybe. I don't know what it was, but and then so we got Jackknife Lee, and that was just amazing because he's done so many amazing bands. And it was amazing to work with him. But with Greg Wells, it was different. It was Gerard suggested him to me, and the last 2 albums he done were Mika and Katy Perry, who I actually love, both of them artists, but it wasn't the natural thing for us to maybe go with. But Greg Wells rang me up and said, look, I know I've kind of been put in this kind of area of like a pop guy, quirky pop, but I'm actually a rock guy at heart, and I've done the Deftones and stuff.
And Team Sleep as well.
Yeah, and we spoke on the phone, and I just knew instantly that he was a perfect guy, because we have got a real pop sensibility. Like, I spent yesterday locked in a room listening to Britney Spears for 4 hours. I chose to listen to her, but I didn't choose to be locked in the room. I just got locked in it. And I was unleashed on the stage like the last minute. It was ridiculous. It was like a cloakroom stroke stable for horses.
Right. What effect did that have on you?
The effect it had apparently was it was the best performance I've done.
Wow.
Like, some of the fans said, what happened to you? And I was like, well, I was locked in a stable stroke cloakroom until we went on stage. So I don't know if this nice dressing room is going to deter from tonight's show. I don't know. Like,
we can lock you in later if you like.
Yeah. But yeah, so Greg Wells, we had this chat, and I just instantly knew he got the band. Yeah. It was really simple, but yeah, the feeling was like, I remember telling the guys, I was like, yeah, because kind of all this stuff come to me, the emails, we were just like, wow, this is amazing. And then to get to, we'd never been a band that had like aspirations to go to America. Actually, we've toured Europe loads, and obviously thought an end game would be get to go there, but in terms of recording, we never thought let's go to America. And then when they went, you'll be going to America for 7 weeks, we were just like, whoa. The first thing actually was we don't want to make an American sounding record. Like and I don't mean that for all artists, but a lot of rock bands do like have an American sounding recording. But Jack Knife Lee's Irish, Greg Wells is Canadian, and they were like, yeah, we don't either. And we didn't, I think it sounds really British sounding record, but it was just made in Hollywood, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Did
you feel a pressure though, because you've been sent all that way and you've got these top producers? Did you think, how are we going to perform? Are we going to do our best, or did it worry you?
No, it didn't worry me. I think it excited me to we knew the songs well enough, we'd had them long enough, and we knew that they just kind of take them to that next level for us. It was just exciting.
And in terms of, they've done so much, they've got so much experience, do they still take on what you say, or is there an element of you know best?
No, this was the greatest thing, and this is why they are who they are, like that level of producer. I've said this before, but it was like, I think I was a little bit intimidated walking in day one, but what they did was instantly make us realise that the reason they were there is because they loved our music, and they were there to help us realise our sound. Yeah. And there was absolutely zero of that. It was the opposite. It was, we want to, all the ideas that I'd ever had, or that the guys ever had, they just wanted to help us realise them. There was nothing, apart from there's like the technical stuff which we were clueless on. You know what I mean? Like,
they can do that.
It was amazing. But the same as like they both had an engineer each, because we weren't in the studio with them together. It was two separate. Ian and Sam, the two respective engineers, they were complete genius as well. On all the stuff. So yeah, it was just totally the most fulfilling experience I've ever had. It was. I really like your question, because I wanted to actually say that it was. That's why they're who they are, because they really just made. There was no point where I felt like, I'm intimidated by Bono just rang Jack Knife Lee. It was the opposite. It was totally, because he did U2 and then he did R.E.M. after us. Wow. And there's us like in the middle. But it was just like he was equally intent on making a great LostAlone record as he would be with anybody. So it was for me one of the best experiences I've ever had, ever.
And will you try and work with the same producers again, or do you think with every record you want to experiment with new people and see what you can get out of them? Or?
I think because of the fact we had such an amazing time and we love our record sounds, the instant thing for us to say is we'd just love to work with them again. But that doesn't rule out, we're not going, we will never, we're open to totally, we don't want to make the same record. But I almost think that maybe the next record would be nice to work with them again, because I always feel like doing a second one with them will definitely make a better record, because we already know each other and what we want to do, and we know that how we want to push it. It's like there's not that first meeting and so I think almost like it's good to work with the same team twice and then move on, because you're always going to go in the second time and you're not starting from scratch. You're straight in there. They know that I want to put 10 million vocals on stuff, so they account for that, and you know what I mean. So I would love to work with them guys again. I know they would like to work with us again, because we've spoke about it.
So it's pretty much probably going to happen then?
Well, I don't know. It depends if someone wants to give us like £10 million.
Put a shout out today, maybe.
Yeah, that's not actually the official figure of how much they cost.
A little bit left over.
Yeah, but if you want to give us £10 million anyway, I'll happily accept it. Keep us in sandwiches and stuff.
More sandwiches. Yeah. Now, I know you've been listening to Marina and the Diamonds lately, but who are you guys listening to? Are there any sounds you can hear that have informed the record somehow that you've been playing? Or?
Me and Mark are we're really into. We've always been into status quo. That was our connection. But in terms of like new stuff, I don't know. I love Marina's new album. I've been listening to that quite a lot as well. Been listening to loads of Weezer again recently.
Great for the summer, Weezer.
Amazing for the summer, yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Mew have got an album coming out soon as well. And they've been kind of quite a big influence on me personally, but I don't think a lot of the influences that we kind of listen to come through like really like obviously in what we do. I think so. It's just between us, there's quite a vast array of like music that we listen to, so it's wicked.
Makes a good mix altogether, probably.
Yeah.
Now, on the new single, Parodox on Earth, there's the harmonies that you spoke of earlier. Now, everyone's been commenting on the Queen thing, but are there any like vocal harmony groups actually from pop and stuff that you think it might have come from instead, rather than the obvious Queen? Or
no, I don't. I think like because I really love Queen and the Beach Boys and the Beatles, they're all harmony, crazy. I think it's more like I think that with our band, it's the fact I do listen to so much pop stuff. It's not necessarily the structure of the harmonies, but it's the melodic nature. Like my dad played with Black Sabbath, my mum played with Madonna, and I just think that's the perfect way to describe our band. Like we do have heavy moments, but it's all got melody in it. So I definitely would like to challenge. Like I don't know who's a current boy band.
The Wanted or One Direction.
One Direction. I recognise that name. Right. I want to challenge them right now. I guarantee that us three could like acapella them to death. Like no music, just literally freeform. Like I don't know. What's like a rap battle, but acapella, like full on harmonising. Well, let's make up a name like Harmony Death Match. Like literally, and they have to die. Like at the end of it, yeah.
How will you kill them? What's the method of
through vocals?
Oh, the strength of your.
Yeah. My voice would literally put them down, and then like Alan and Mark will combine with harmony power and literally like on the floor just become like keeping them there. Like I'll have put them down the knockout, and then they'll be like holding them down on probably like a D minor harmony, I reckon.
You could have a lot of Twitter attacks on you after this interview goes live.
Really?
One Direction fans are brutal.
No, bring it on, seriously. Yeah, bring it on.
You've kind of set yourself up now. Can I ask for an impromptu a cappella? Or...
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Oh.
Just play me a note on the guitar so we can be in tune. Can you just pass me that? What did we just do? Right. Just play the note for me. Hold on. Play that. Creatures. Yeah? 2, 3, 4. This is what it's like when you last said you are over. This is what it's like when you lost and you are over. This is what it's like when you lost and alone, and the creature you are is all that you own. Who we fighting?
One Direction.
Bring it on, yo.
It's made all better with that sandwich.
Yeah.
Help the impact. That was beautiful.
I just want to say as well, I actually don't want them to die. Like that was actually really horrible. I don't want anybody.
Harsh, maybe.
I don't want anybody to die. I actually probably think they're dead nice guys, but I would like to put them down on the floor. I'm not retracting, and I do want hate from their fans. That's not why I'm doing it. I just want to make clear that I happily take the hate, but also I wasn't meaning actual death. It's just the way I speak.
Now we've cleared that up.
Yeah, no, but I still believe we'll destroy them, so still hate me on the Twitter, but I don't want them to like die actually properly. So yeah, good. Carry on.
Okay, I think we'll wrap it up soon, but I just want to talk about Download. You've been announced as playing on the Red Bull Bedroom Jam stage.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from that? Because I've heard your live performance is intense and passionate. What will you have prepared for a festival appearance?
Probably like loads of that. Okay, who are we fighting again? One Direction. Probably loads of their fans trying to kill us. Like, to be fair, I don't think they probably bought download tickets.
Yeah, they won't be a download.
One Direction, like a guitar playing band.
No.
Do they pretend to be? Is that like the thing?
They may have a guitar in a video.
It's not just like a bunch of like proper kids that won Big Brother, the music thing, or not Big Brother.
X Factor, yeah.
I don't know, like one of those reality.
I don't know if you can tell, we really aren't in touch with the current. Well, no, to be fair,
no, it's not that.
We're just not in touch with that world. You know, I don't know what that world is. We're not, as in specifically Big Brother musical and what's that band? One
Direction.
Yeah. I keep wanting to say JLS, but I think they got some tunes actually, so I'm not gonna.
They've got some skills.
Again, like I love pop music, so I'm not picking on them. It's just because you actually said the name, didn't you?
Oh, don't get me in trouble now.
Get the hate there.
Oh, no.
I want to take it. Yeah, Download's gonna be great. We've not really thought at all what anything about it. So that's the answer.
Play it by ear.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably come out on stage and play.
That's
come out stage, play.
Yeah. No, it's obviously going to be. Obviously, it's a real honour to play a festival like that, and we're playing on the Metallica Day, which for us is amazing. And we're just really excited to be there. It's really close to our hometown as well, of Derby, so it feels like the kind of local festival, and it is like one of the biggest. So It's really exciting. Yeah, really excited to play.
And might you have another festival in the Greater London area, maybe on the cards?
I can tell you hinted on something, and genuinely I have no concept of what you're talking about.
Okay, good. On that note, maybe we should wrap it up then.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you might do, you might not. We'll see.
Yeah, just leave it
maybe.
like that.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what's going on just now. I don't know.
We'll tell you after. It's probably best. Okay, well, have a great show tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be a sweaty one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always a sweaty one when we're involved, even if it's cold. You know, we get the temperatures up. Yeah.
That's good. Well, have a good rest of the year too.
Thank you
and I'll
very much.
speak to you again soon. Thanks.
Cheers.
Okay.